Good afternoon, white shaving enthusiasts and newbies. Welcome into the rabbit hole. It is Cal coming at you. You know what time of year it is. It's time for clown fruit. If you have not checked this out before, if you suffer from FOMO, like a lot of us do, you've got to check this out. This will be my first time using it. I'll give you some of the details in a multi-speed shave, but unfriggin' believable. I cannot believe I haven't tried this before. Yes, it gives me a chance to look a little bit stupid. Oh, by the way, had a new shirt made up. A buddy of mine, Dino, requested one of these. I got one made for him and a new one made for me. The other one's being a bit wore out, so I think this is pretty cool and how apropos with Halloween coming. So, this is just epicness. So, gonna be doing a shave with this one today. I just bought 24 millimeter cyclotrode. Bought this on the secondary market. So my first time using this. Synthetic. Super soft. Guess what, guys? Stuff glows in the dark. Going with my El Fantasma open comb double slant. Yes, open comb double slant. And what does the double slant mean? It means the amount of torque, the amount of twist on that blade. I don't know if this will show on the camera very well, but you can just see how much that blade has to twist in there. This is going to give a super, super efficient shave. I have a lot of growth to go through. So this will be the shave. I haven't used this razor in a very long time. It's got a single-use PAH Platinum Strangelet in there. One of my top 5 favorite blades. So, Philip Sharp lather ball. We're going to go check this out, but first, I'm going to try and see if this will pick up on camera very well. So, just stick with me for a sec. I got to shut off some lights. I have to change my settings on my camera, so that hopefully this will pick up. So, just give me a sec here. Now, isn't that just the coolest thing? Hitting it with a black light cyclotrode. We're just going to charge this thing. Again, I think that is epically cool. Black light, charge this razor. I have used this razor in another shave a few years ago, another video I did. So I'll link that. Check that out. Lights back on. Let's get a few things going on here. So, going to take our PAA guitar pick. We're going to scoop out a bit of this. We're going to make sure we grab some of those glowy bits. Make up our lather. I don't know if the lather will glow this way or not. I guess he had to change the formulation. In previous years, the whole tub lathered, but there was issues with the performance. So this time he just put the glowy bits in these pieces here, so that you're still going to get great performance out of the CK6 formula. So scoop some of that up, put that in our lather bowl. Make sure I grab a piece of that glowy bit. So we're going to get this built up and we're going to come right back. So we're back. Got ourselves a fantastic lather built up. So rich and creamy. Now we're going to hit this with a black light, because I'm curious if this will glow. So take our black light, hit that up a little bit, kill the lights. Hopefully this will pick up, but there are some glowy bits in there. I know it's not going to show up very well because it's getting the glare of the camera as a light source, but looks like little, oh, there you can see a little piece of green right there. Isn't that just the coolest thing? Will it glow on my face? We're going to find out. So again, gonna get a shave going, get a multi-speed, do some voiceover work, tell you guys some details and some fun stuff. So by now you're probably very familiar with PAA quality. You'll likely know the price point. So what you really want to know is, does clown fruit smell good? Is it something that you would want to wear? Is it something that you want to spend your money on and add to your den? Well, what I'll do is I'll give you the scent profile. Now, in and of itself, the individual scent notes really don't tell you very much. So I'll also give you a brief description of what each of those notes is and what it brings to the total scent profile, and hoping that this will help give a better understanding of the feel, the warmth of this particular scent. And then I'll also tell you what I pick up in it, what it evokes for me. So starting, we have Artemisia, which is wormwood, Hungarian oak, elderflower, absinthe, neroli, amyris, elderberry, burnt sugar, tobacco absolute, and fear absolute. So we'll begin with wormwood, or Artemisia. It's a green, herby scent with woody and slightly bitter notes. It evokes a mysterious and sophisticated aura, and it helps add complexity. If you drink whiskey like I do, you'll know that whiskey is aged in oak barrels, and that helps impart those wonderful caramel flavors and scents that we really enjoy. Similarly with this, Hungarian oak is rich, warm, sweet aroma. Think of honey, vanilla, and butterscotch. Now we move on to elderflower. It's a floral note with a sweet, fresh, and slightly fruity profile. Then on to elderberry, similarly, rich, sweet, jammy fruit scent used to create complex frags when blended with other notes. Now we're on to the absinthe. It's an aromatic blend of green, herby, and bitter notes. It adds earthy, spicy, or boozy undertones. Next comes neroli, a fresh, bright, floral green, citrusy, and slightly bitter. And lastly, we come to amyris. It's a warm, woody, sweet, and balsamic. It's similar to sandalwood. Things I bet you didn't know. Well, let's talk about Artemisia. The plant genus Artemisia is named after the Greek goddess Artemis. The genus name was given to honor the goddess, who was associated with hunting, wild places, childbirth, and healing, as many plants in the genus were used for medicinal purposes. Did you know that among pagan traditions, elder has held a place of respect, the ability to protect, induce vivid dreams, particularly of the fairy realms, to heal, and to exorcise or remove negative spells and influences? Conversely, amongst Christian traditions, the elder was a fearful symbol of sorrow and death. This might be because of the pungent, unpleasant odor that's associated with crushed leaves and aging berries or flowers. Did you know that throughout the major cultures of Europe, the oak tree has been held in high esteem, and the Druids frequently worshipped and practiced their rites in oak groves? So let's discuss what you really want to know about. Does it smell good? Well, in my opinion, it does. The scent notes I'm picking up on this, the tone I get, it's warm, it's spicy, it's sweet, it's a little cologne-y. I wouldn't call it gourmand, but it edges real close. It's got a clean scent. It's got light florals. I think it shares some common distant ancestry with Blue Samhain or Blue Samhain, and I also think that it shares some common distant ancestry with Doppelganger Continuum number 1 that pays homage to Cuir de Russie or Russian leather from Chanel. Talking to a couple of the guys, Tobin Fetters and Christopher Williams, the consensus is that you're going to pick up different notes. Everybody seems to have a different feel for clown fruit. Again, for me, it almost verges on gourmand, but not quite. But by comparison, for my girlfriend, she's okay with it, but she's kind of neutral in her opinion of this particular scent. I don't really pick up any of the fruit or jammy sweet scents that perhaps the elderberry might imply, but I do get that woody spiciness perhaps that could be attributed to the sandalwood-like notes. I would also suggest that the Hungarian oak adds a nice warmth and sweetness, again similar to what you'd find with whiskey aged in oak barrels, that I think you'll find very pleasant. I've also heard the scent of clown fruit compared to root beer or certain types of chewing gum, and me personally, I'm not getting this out of it at all. Okay, so now you're wondering, why in the hell am I seeing memes of clowns on my screen right now? Well, that's because every year Doug offers some sort of a contest for when he releases clown fruit, and this year he's asked people to submit memes concerning clown fruit. And here are a few of the entries, and included are a few of the winners. So, we're back. Cutter all cleaned out. Love that double slant. Wow. Super, super efficient. Without much growth, I actually put a bowl in the sink and then just dump it after. Otherwise, I'm constantly running the water, and I also might plug up the drain. So, very, very happy with that. Yeah, alum. Let's see how we did. This alum does not glow. Nope, no glow on the alum. Huh, but my teeth do. Cool. Slight bit of burn racing through that shave, but very, very tiny bit of burn. I could probably do another pass. My neck, again, my normal trouble spot, and I had a hell of a lot of growth to go through. Don't want to make a shave video that's too long for you guys. So very happy with that. Now, this was sent to me for review purposes, and I cannot believe I have never tried this before, by the way. Check out the hologram. Check out all the hidden bits in there. I mean, we've got Cube, we've got Doug Smythe, of course we got a Ouija board, we've got a bunch of other good stuff in there. Without my glasses, I would need time to see it and scrutinize it. First 50 sets, get the holographic label. I do not have the matching splash on it, and you know damn well I'm going to the PAA app and ordering it as soon as I get out of here. So, we're going to go with a super secret, as yet unreleased PAA splash. It does not match, but I want to give this a try. I Can't tell you what it is yet, but stay tuned. Generous amounts. Can't tell you what the scent is, but wow, very, very nice. So that's going to wrap this one up, guys. We went with limited release PAA clown fruit. This has been an annual release for several years. Check it out across the full product lines. Mystery aftershave. 24 millimeter cyclotron. Glows in the dark. El Phantasma, one in a series of these double slant razors. I'm not sure if the other ones glow or if this is the only one, but I've had this one for quite a while. Double slant. You see just how much torque and hair still in the light. Check out the amount of torque on that. But still, super smooth, super effective. Gonna wrap this one up. I hope you guys have yourselves a wonderful and safe Halloween. And if you can't laugh at someone else, laugh at yourself. You guys take care. Bye-bye.